Hey there, if you're the type of person who runs a bar, a coffee shop, a small restaurant, or even a busy catering gig, you know that ice isn't just a garnish, it's a lifeline. The thing that keeps drinks cold, speeds up food prep, and keeps customers smiling. But buying a commercial ice maker can feel like stepping into a maze of specs, certifications, and promises that sound more like marketing fluff than real-world reliability. You want something that won't break down in the middle of a rush, that's easy enough for your staff to keep running, and that actually justifies the price tag when the first bill arrives. That's where the EUHOMY commercial ice maker comes into play. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's talk about the hesitation you probably feel before clicking add to cart. First off, you're probably wondering if the machine can keep up with a 24-hour service schedule without constantly needing a technician. You might also be asking whether the ice output claims 400 pounds per day and a 250-pound storage bin translate into consistent, usable ice during the busiest shift. And finally, there's the question of value. Does the initial investment really pay off when you factor in installation, electricity, and maintenance? Those are the exact concerns I dug into while reading the product sheet and sifting through the few user comments that exist. What I found is that the EUHOMY unit is built around a fairly straightforward premise: deliver a high volume of clear, cube-shaped ice quickly and stay on for long stretches without demanding a lot of hands-on attention. The machine is ETL certified, meaning it meets recognized safety and performance standards that are often required for commercial kitchen equipment. That alone should give you some peace of mind that you're not buying a home-grade appliance that will quit the moment you push it into a real kitchen environment. So, who should consider this machine? If you're operating a bar that serves at least 150 drinks per hour, a cafe that needs a steady stream of iced coffees and smoothies, or a small restaurant where a constant flow of ice can keep salad bars and beverages cold, this unit fits. It's also a solid option for event venues that need a backup ice source for catering trucks or outdoor functions. The 11 to 20 minute startup window means you can have a ready batch of ice within the time it takes to prep a batch of pastries, making it easy to sync with daily prep cycles. Who should skip it? If your operation is a low-volume coffee kiosk that only needs a few trays of ice per day, a 400 pound per day capacity is overkill and you'll probably end up paying for capacity you'll never use. Similarly, if you run a space without a dedicated back-of-house area, think a tiny pop-up shop where square footage is at a premium, the 250 pound storage bin and the machine's overall footprint may not fit. For those with strict energy cost constraints, the EUHOMY doesn't publish exact kilowatt-hour usage, so you won't have a clear picture of the ongoing electricity bill. If you need detailed energy consumption numbers before a purchase, you might look for a model that lists that up front. Now, let's break down the practical strengths. First, the production speed is impressive. The machine reaches a full batch of ice in roughly 15 minutes on average, and the continuous production cycle means you'll see a steady flow into the storage bin rather than a big single dump. In a real-world scenario, that translates to never running out of ice during a happy hour rush. You can keep the taps cold and the glasses full without watching the storage level dip below half. The 250 pound insulated bin does a decent job holding the ice for several hours, which is handy if you have a staggered service schedule or need to prep ice in the early morning for a lunch crowd. Another practical win is the control panel. It's not a touchscreen maze, it's a simple dial and button layout that lets staff set the production mode, see error codes, and adjust temperature ranges. In my research, owners appreciated that the panel is intuitive enough that new hires can be trained in under 10 minutes. That reduces labor cost when you're turning over employees frequently. The machine also includes a built-in water filtration system, which helps prevent scaling inside the ice-making tray, a common headache in hard water areas. Maintenance is where many commercial ice makers stumble, but EUHOMY aimed to make it easier. The unit's removable ice tray and easy-access cleaning ports mean you can run a quick rinse cycle without pulling the whole thing apart. The manufacturer states the machine is designed for user-friendliness, and in the few user comments I could find, people mentioned being able to clear a minor clog by simply pulling out the tray and giving it a quick brush. That kind of hands-on simplicity can shave minutes off a downtime event, which in a busy service environment is worth its weight in revenue. On the flip side, there are some practical weaknesses to flag. The biggest hidden trade-off is the dual box shipping configuration. The